Alright guys, here we are to talk about Twilight Zone, episode 14, season 2. What'd you think about this episode?
I hate this episode.
Why'd you hate it?
It was, okay, because of the ending, and the beginning, and the middle.
Alright, so talk us through it.
I liked the car salesman. He was okay. He was fine. I like his deal. And I thought, you gotta do what you gotta do with what you got, or whatever.
Sure.
When he clicked into I have to tell the truth mode, like, not since Liar Liar have I seen him more convinced. Like,
I thought his acting was great.
Yeah.
The premise was okay. He didn't really seem to con that guy because the car seemed to be worth nothing. But I had such a weird gauge because this is very dated. Where I don't even know who that guy at the end was. So I'm like,
Khrushchev?
Was it?
Yeah, they said Khrushchev, who's someone, but I'm an ignorant American.
The leader of the Kremlin?
Yeah, like Russian or something, right? He's like a bad guy?
It goes from, like, you should get this guy, and they show you, like, off camera, there's a guy on the paper. Turns out to be him.
That was
and
the
you
big
should sell
reveal.
him a car. And he just calls that guy, I've got a beater for you. Do you want it? And that guy's like, yes.
Yeah, it makes absolutely no sense. And that was like the big reveal, and without the historical context. Like, I've heard of Khrushchev. Like, Murphy Brown made jokes about Khrushchev.
Sure.
Like, I know that that's a name. But did he tell, and Rod Serling makes a reference at the end, like he might tell the truth and then find out that you weren't where you said you were. Like, was he killed because of something that he said or something?
Yeah, was he forced to tell the truth? Or was he
there like a
historic
real
liar, and they're like, haha, this will get him?
Right, like, was there any reason why?
Don't know enough about it to make that joke make sense.
That's the big payoff, is there's something about him having to tell the truth that's either going to give people the oh shit moment of, like, something happened where he said something and something bad happened to him and this must be why, or yes, he's like a notorious liar and now this is going to fix things in this alternate timeline of reality.
But, like, if you're literally cursed and, like, you're going to lose your whole life, his marriage is going to fall apart. His business is obviously failing because he hasn't sold a car in 3 days at that point, and I'm sure he needs to sell a car a day. Why not just put the car on the corner and say, as is, $1? Like, someone's going to buy it.
Totally.
You don't have to talk to them at all.
Right.
And then the flip side is, I'm very confused as to how much things even cost in this reality.
I know.
Because the opening couple says, we want to keep it under $500. And then the next thing is like, oh, this got $25. And I'm like, what a crazy difference.
Right.
They want to keep it under $500, and he's selling them a car from, like, the 20s or something?
38?
38. Yeah. And then, like, the new car, or the relatively new car, the Model A was 25.
I feel like the Model A was even older somehow or whatever. It was like an ancient car.
It looked fucking good as shit.
It did look better, but it says the block's cracked or whatever the fuck. No, I don't know, right? Because in my head I'm like, is that the worst? I guess.
The Model A was is that a 20s car? Is the Model A the same car the guy had in that one where he had a guardian angel? He's like, oh, I love my Model A.
Maybe.
Kids, give me a push.
Maybe. I don't
think that
know.
was a Model A. Might have been the same car.
It's like it's the same car from the Universal Studios lot that they use. It might actually be that same car. It's like it's like a classic car. Okay, I don't know. Like, we have $20,000 new cars and then like $2,000 used cars, but not if they're classic used, like, good cars. I don't know.
I don't know at what point classic was even a thing. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
Like, if you were in the 50s where you were like, that 20s classic, or you were like, that piece of shit.
It sounds like it would be that piece of shit, yeah.
At what point did classic even become a thing? Was it not till, like, the 90s when we were like, I love that 70s car.
That
Those
old
cars
school
now
shit.
suck. Like,
yeah. I don't know that either. I'm very ignorant on all these topics. But I did like how we demonstrated that he's a shitheel by having him use the exact opposite argument with the one person and the other person.
Too loud. They should have heard him.
Now everything was a mess, and like the bumper falls off twice, and that's weird. This is not a very good episode. That one guy's performance basically carries it as much as he can, but it's like it's this huge thing of dishes and they're sliding off and breaking on the ground. He just barely makes it back to the kitchen, and you're like, all right, that's fine. He should be fired though.
Yeah. And like, is this like we've had a lot worse problems in the Twilight Zone than you can't lie.
Oh, yeah, no, fucking, I don't know. Ugh.
But it seemingly was not only that, like, he can't lie, it was that he became instantly knowledgeable about everything that was wrong with anything, too. Like, I'm sure...
he's good at what he does, you see.
Yeah, I think those talents alone, he could have been apt to just buying things for the perfect price and,
he should
actually being able to make a profit.
Exactly. And to your earlier point, right, he had an employee. He could have just told him to sell the car. He had those moments of lucidness where he was like, listen, you gotta, this is not me, something's wrong with me. And he could have been like, okay, you have to sell this car. I don't care for a buck or for a cent, just get this car off the lot by tomorrow.
But it was like truth by proxy, because he's like, all right, make the signs that say this car sucks.
Yeah.
Did you tell them about the thing? Make sure they'll always leave the engine open. They got to see that rust.
Exactly. And it's like why would that guy do that, though?
Because that's not just telling the truth. That's going above and beyond.
Yeah, so that's why I made the liar reference, because he would get this look on his face like, what am I doing? And be like, it's fucked, it's broken, everything's horrible. You know, he said some shit. He had all these great little, because I liked that too. Sometimes when someone's compelled to like do something, they just talk like a robot that has to tell the truth. But he was still making the weird like analogies and references to stuff. Like
he was staying within his own personality as a character.
You know, well, you're just as liable to get bitten by a snake in the middle or whatever than find one of these, and like had some weird fucking thing I should have written down because it was like genius.
You'll be taking that to the garage every other Thursday.
Yeah. And when I say takeout or something like that, right? I mean take it to there, which you'll be doing every Thursday. Like he had his same like rap, his same like his same vamp going on.
I liked
cool.
his dialogue with that guy, like I'm Honest Joe Peters or whatever, like a politician. Oh, I would ruin me. I can't have that. And like they're back and forth.
I would never be able to make a political speech.
Oh, you're the cleverest cookie there ever was, or whatever he was saying. I was like, I like that. I thought that was an interesting way of putting it, and I liked it.
I stopped writing stuff down, but yes. The old reverse English.
Yeah,
I fucking love that because we say put a little English on it in our like normal lives now in like circumstances that it's not appropriate to do so. So I loved that here. Oh, I see what you're doing. Oh, you're very clever. Oh, a little reverse English on me. Oh, it's a psychology thing. And he starts to like haggle the opposite way and do all this good stuff. Parts of this were good. I don't know if they were good enough for me not to hate this episode though, because the payoff is like non-existent.
The payoff is zero for me.
There's a giant black hole where like the payoff should be though, and like everything's getting sucked in and like destroyed.
I'm sure like at the moment people were like, oh snap.
Yeah, that was like, oh.
My biggest problem is even if I got it, even if I was like, ha ha, oh, you're gonna make Donald Trump tell the truth.
Yeah.
Like I'd still be like, how the fuck did you get a hold of him and how did you sell him this? It doesn't make any fucking sense. Like you jumped the shark so hard into the end of this episode to make it like topical and political that I'm like, it doesn't make any sense.
Right, because the ending is like, now you'll be eaten by the shark, but the shark jumped from one tank to the other with no explanation.
Why not just set up the beginning with a corrupt politician in your town and then say, Mayor, you know, I'd like to just donate this to your cause here. You can tell, oh sure, yeah, just sign here, and then just bam, you got him.
Or have a thing like the UN thing is in town, and
that's even too much.
And they want to donate cars to the like whatever thing or something like that.
No,
because you have to have Khrushchev in there. You have to have a Khrushchev connection.
No, you don't. I think that
you do. That's the payoff. Rod Sterling said we need Khrushchev. Yeah, put Khrushchev in
I
here.
think that's such a bullshit way of doing things, and it's so extreme. I can't imagine even then not feeling triggered by it. Like what? What?
Wait a minute. What the fuck?
What?
Yeah. And he had decided himself because he has to be the one to own it. To tell the truth.
But honestly, I can picture like the dad from the Wonders years watching this, going, "Ha ha! Oh, you got that coming!
You get that pinko bastard!"
Yeah.
Are they I don't even know anymore. We're probably gonna say like the wrong thing. They were actually fascists or something. I have no idea.
Whatever.
I'm making this up.
But yeah, that's pretty much our thoughts
ignorance
on,
of history bites us in the ass once again.
Really, it bites the viewer. All right, guys, so that's our thoughts on this episode. Let us know in the comments below how wrong we are about history and who he really was or what have you. Don't die in a fire, and we'll see you next time.
Hello, internets. I just love watching JustDaggers. If you've enjoyed this video as much as I have, click that subscribe button. Peace out, homies.